Ubiquiti have just released 3 new access points onto their Enterprise 7 lineup. We have the E7, the E7 Campus, and the E7 Audience. Let's take a look at Ubiquiti's video and then we'll dive a little bit deeper into each of those models.
Welcome to the all-new UniFi Enterprise Wi-Fi 7 lineup, our most ambitious access.
And there's the first look at all 3 of those access points. So we have the E7, the E7 Campus, and the E7 Audience, which is this big one in the top right-hand corner.
Point designs to date, featuring incredible 1,000 plus client capacity, exceptional industrial engineering, subscription-free AFC certified long-range 6 GHz performance, 10 gigabit PoE connectivity with a native high availability architecture,
and we can see this is the first access points that include 10 gig connectivity, which is great for something that's in Wi-Fi 7, and there's some redundancy in there.
Dedicated spectral scanning radio. Starting with the Enterprise 7, a 10-stream AP masterpiece with high-capacity 4-stream radios on each of the 5 GHz.
And if we pause it right there, we can see this is targeted towards the 5 and the 6 GHz spectrum. So we have 4x4 antennas for both of them and 2x2 on the 2.4 GHz.
And 6 GHz bands. The E7 delivers performance without compromise.
And there we go, you can see that right there, 10 streams, 1,000 plus client capacity, and 10 gigabit Ethernet.
Critical enterprise environments. And when deployed together with UniFi Enterprise gateways and switching.
We can see this is set up here with their Enterprise Fortress Gateway, Enterprise Aggregation Switch, and then we also have some enterprise switches here as well, which we know are coming very soon.
Enjoy true 10 gigabits per second wired and wireless experiences throughout a site. The Enterprise 7 Campus delivers the same performance benefits, combining sleek aesthetics with...
We can see what these access points can do here. We can actually dunk it in some water and it is fully submerged in there.
Rugged IP67 durability. And with our patented Prism Active RF filtering technology that has powered tens of millions of wireless links around the globe. Prism technology down converts the incoming Wi-Fi signal to an intermediate frequency and applies brick wall filtering before up converting it back into the Wi-Fi receiver.
This is a really cool piece of technology that they have, so I'll be very intrigued to see how this works out in a real-world scenario. It would be good to see this in action.
This magic trick reduces adjacent interference by more than 1,000 times, enabling great Wi-Fi experiences even in the harshest of interference environments. Finally, we have the Enterprise 7 Audience, our highest capacity Wi-Fi access point to date, with multiple 6 GHz radios designed to serve more than 1,500 clients, as well as an impressive integrated antenna array design enabling custom beam widths, critical for great Wi-Fi experiences in events and stadiums. Stay tuned for more UniFi Enterprise updates.
And there we go, that's the look at the U7 lineup. So let's dive a little bit deeper into some of the specifications. So the first one is the E7, and this comes in at $499. We can see it has the 10-stream Wi-Fi 7 performance, 10 gig uplink. It has some of the features that we saw in the U7 Pro Max, which is the real-time spectral analysis for enhanced channel selection. It does have a dedicated radio within it for that spectral analyzer, and it has the long-range 6 GHz performance with AFC. Now, you can see down here there is an asterisk to it, which it says only available in the FCC/IC regions only, so this isn't going to be available everywhere. It covers up to 185 square meters, so up to 2,000 feet, and you can have over 1,000 devices connected to it. One thing I want to highlight is it's not dual 10 gig ports on it. There's a 10 gig and one 1 gig RJ45 port, which sends power and data. And it is backwards compatible with the mounting system. This one is already available to purchase, so you can go ahead and hit add to cart now, and the link's down in the description below, and you can go ahead and purchase those today. There is also a list down here of the 6 gigahertz that is supported in those countries, and you can see them listed down here. There are quite a few on here, so we can scroll all the way down and I can see where I am located in the United Kingdom that it is supported. And if we take a closer look at the E7, you can see where it's mounted on one of those Pro access point mounts, so it does work perfectly with that. And I think we saw this in an earlier video where we saw the image of this appear, so we never actually saw much about it, but we saw the image appear with the high availability and the primary connectivity. You can see there is a different type of mount that also comes with it too. Then we move to the E7 Campus, and this is another Wi-Fi 7 6 GHz support with 10 spatial streams. It has the real-time spectral analysis, and it has the high selectivity Prism RF filtering that we just saw in the video a few moments ago. It has the spectral analyzer again like the other one, and this one has a directional high gain antenna array. So that's one slight difference from the E7 version. And then we have long range 6 GHz performance with AFC. Again, that was the same on the other one, but this one seems to cover a little bit more square footage. So covered 2,000 square feet. This one covers 5,000 square feet or 465 square meters. Same, the 1,000 plus devices. And again, in terms of the connectivity, we have the same one 10 gig RJ45 port and one 1 gig RJ45 port. It has the wall and pole mounting capability of this, and it has a VESA 100 by 100 compatibility. So if we have a little look down here at some of the images, you can see this is pole mounted in one area. It is wall mounted in another area. So you have a few different options in terms of how you want to get this mounted. So the price of this one comes in at $799 in terms of dollars. And as I mentioned, it's coming in January 2025. The next one is available in March 2025. This is the E7 Audience. This comes up as an even steeper price. So this comes in at $1,999. This one has 12 spatial streams as opposed to the 10, and it has all the other features that we saw in the other ones with the Prism technology and the spectral analyzer. You have the option of a selectable beam. You have 15 dBi at 50 degrees or 11 dBi at 90 degrees. So it allows you to really direct your signal if that's what you're going for. It has the same 6 GHz performance with AFC and 465 square meters coverage. This one has a bit more higher connected devices capability. This is 1500. And again, the same type of connectivity. It has one 10 gig RJ45 port and one 1 gig RJ45 port. Again, we have the versatile pole and wall mounting, and it's powered using PoE++. This is also IP68 waterproof. And here's a quick look at the snapshots that we have on here. So this is what it looks like. And if you haven't seen this kind of device before, you've probably not seen the Wi-Fi base station XG, which looks very similar to the E7 Audience. The one final thing I am going to show you is the comparison. And for some reason, it does show up the E7 Audience twice. I'm not quite sure why that is. So we have the sizes right here. You can see we have the 5 gigahertz and the 6 gigahertz band all have 4x4, but you can see the 2.4 gigahertz doesn't exist in the Audience version. It is only 5 and 6 gigahertz. It shows your max data rates that they would be expecting. So with your 6 gigahertz, you could be getting up to 11.5 gigabits per second. The antenna gain is also showed on there between them. And then it shows you all the Wi-Fi standards that it accepts, as we would expect to see, A all the way through to BE, and the concurrent clients that you can have on the access points. Well, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below what you think of these access points. Are you going to be setting up any sort of enterprise environment soon that you would require something like this? Or are you just an enthusiast that's going to install this in your house? For now, this is Inside Wire, and I'll see you in the next one.